Hey Pisces, welcome to your February 2024 weekly reading. It's going to be your reading here for the last week from February 26th until March 3rd. After this, I will begin with the monthly readings for March. But let's get into it. How are you doing, Pisces? I hope you're doing well. Let's see. Also, too, if you're interested in booking a personal reading with me, that link will be down below in the description. The readings are on sale, so if you click that link, everything will be there for you. All the details will be there. Let's see here, Pisces, what's going on? Alrighty. I feel like you're trying to strategize and plan here. It's like something here. Well, let me get the rest of the spread, and then I'll show you the spread really quick as well. All right, there we go, Pisces. I feel like your challenge right now and challenge for the week here as well is like strategizing and coming up with a plan here. It's interesting because I feel like what you're doing here is like it's kind of something new because you do have the Ace of Pentacles. So something that you're kind of seeing as a potential here that can be like something that you can manifest or something that you could create. Like I feel like you have the self-determination, and it's like you also have the wisdom here with the Hermit, and you know your sense of self-direction of what it is that you want to create. I'm seeing here in your challenge though, it's like you're having to be eclectic. It's like you're having to strategize and brainstorm and figure out how you can bring everything together here with the Seven of Swords. The Nine of Wands being in the heart of the spread. I feel like with the King of Swords, it's like you have the King of Swords being in the challenge position deals with, it's like you have the wits, you have the smarts, you have the intelligence. It's just like how you apply it and how you use it. It's like how you use your mind. And the Nine of Wands being here, it's like for some of you, it's like you may be questioning your own abilities here, or questioning like, do I know enough, or will I be able to follow through with what I set out to do? And I think you will. The Seven of Swords is saying here is like coming up with the right strategies and game plans for yourself, and to also be open and innovative, to be able to be flexible with changes as well, right? Because I feel like the new thing that you're creating, like yes, it's the potential is there, but while you're creating it, I feel like there's also going to be like times to where it's like you may have to tweak things, or you may have to learn certain things, or maybe you like do something and it doesn't turn out the way you maybe expect with the Nine of Wands, and it makes you kind of question yourself, or maybe question certain things. But I feel like it's all part of the process, the experimental process with this King of Swords, Seven of Swords. It's like you're trying to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And it's going to be a process of trial and error. One moment you're going to feel optimistic and happy and feeling like, like things are going well. And the next moment with the Nine of Wands being here, it's like you may feel the adversity, or you may feel a bit more pessimistic about certain things. But I think it's all about mindset though, with the King of Swords being here in the challenge. You pulled the Judgment card here in the future position. Now the Judgment with an Ace of Pentacles, it's like this is an awakening of something new. Like this is something that I feel like you're feeling called to do or called to create, especially with the Hermit, Knight of Wands. And so the Judgment is about just embracing and making a commitment to something. And with the Three of Swords being here, it's almost as if it's like there's certain, especially with the Three of Wands, Three of Swords. The Three of Wands is Sun and Aries, and then the Three of Swords is Saturn and Libra, and this creates an opposition in astrology. So the confrontation and the challenge is defining. So the Sun being in Aries is like you need to be, I'm not telling you what to do, right? But it's like to embody like self-determination, to define things for yourself and the way you want to do it and how you want to move forward. And the challenge and the opposition that you're probably going to be confronted with is like, maybe it's not what other people do, right? Because the Three of Swords is like Saturn and Libra. It's Libra. So it deals with validation, but I'm not saying you're wanting validation, but it deals with like thinking about others, like what other people need and how other people may see you or how other people may judge you, especially with the Judgment card. But it's important, it's like to allow yourself to shine in a way that is unique, and that is just who you are, being yourself and moving forward with what it is that you've defined for yourself. And the Judgment card is like not having judgment not letting yourself judge yourself, right? Even if with the Three of Swords, let's just say like something, it's Three of Swords is expectation that doesn't get met and it ends up being a disappointment, right? And you could be judging yourself, but instead of judging yourself, you should just be like, okay, well, you know, I'm learning. This is a learning experience, and I can improvise and I can adapt and I can overcome the situation. Because it's like you're already making leeway with the Three of Wands. It's like you're already moving forward here, and like some of your ships are coming in, but maybe some of them aren't coming in fully. But it's about not judging yourself, but just judging like yourself, like based upon like your old self, or based upon who you were yesterday, or based upon the progression of things. People, this feast of plenty, it says choices and their consequences here. There's plenty of ways in which you could go about something, right? Knight of Wands, the field is open to be explored. Ace of Pentacles, everything and anything could be a possibility to be manifested. King of Swords, Seven of Swords being here, it's about understanding like what your intentions are and coming up with a game plan and a strategy for yourself. Right? Because the feast of plenty, choices and their consequences, it's like when we don't have our intentions set specifically or clarified directly, that we end up making choices that later don't get us the results that we want, and turns into like the Three of Swords. So, and also too, it's like if you want something, you act in a way, you act and go get what you want and do what it is that you need to do, right? Because sometimes like we say we want something, but it's like how much effort are we really putting toward that, right? Because the universal law of balance is what creates choices and the consequences, right? So it's about like believing in yourself, Knight of Wands, Nine of Wands, judgment, and not judging yourself or fearing judgment from others. Forgot where I was going with that. You have the North, it'll come back to me. You have this North Node card, it says future here. So it's like you're trying to figure out how to advance, right? The North Node is all about what you're hungry for, where you're wanting to go. But the South Node is like where possibly it's like you're having to make improvements. And the South Node right now in the astrology is in Libra, right? And so you have the Three of Swords down here, which is Saturn in Libra. The North Node's in Aries, which I was saying, like Sun in Aries, like you need to define things for yourself, believe in yourself, continue to move forward, and not depend on what other people think or what's going to, you know, like not depending on what other people think or how other people are going to perceive you or judge you. It's just really about just you being you and you moving forward and understanding that no one's perfect. You pulled this Ocean card. It says waves here. This is also about like, I mean, Pisces, you rule the ocean, right? So like, this is just about being fluid, right? And just seeing where the wave takes you. Let's clarify this read. Clarify this Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, the Devil card here. Yeah, you're very focused on something materially, right? That doesn't mean like you're just focused on things for selfish reasons. It's like, no, you're trying to create something in the physical reality, right? So that's exactly what you're trying to do at this time. You have the Lovers here with the Knight of Wands. And so this is all about your mission and your purpose and the direction and the things that you enjoy and like, and that makes you feel closer to God, or that makes you feel like you're in alignment with your soul's journey and your soul's destiny, especially with the Hermit being here. So it's like you're trying to really, you're tapping into your higher nature and the higher vision of things, and you're trying to ground it into reality. Clarify the Hermit. You have the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you were seeking and searching, but now you have found what it is that you were looking for, that is giving you, or that is now creating an opportunity for you to be able to cultivate what you've been trying to cultivate. Clarify the Seven of Swords in the challenge. You have the Fool card here. Some of you are maybe wondering, like, am I going to look dumb if I do this? Or like, how are people going to perceive me? Or kind of wanting to avoid failure, right? Like Seven of Swords in the Fool card is like somebody who wants to take the leap of faith, but is too afraid. Not, I wouldn't say too afraid to fail, but is almost like trying to do anything and everything they can do to not make something be a failure, right? Or to not look like a failure, or to not look dumb, or not to look like literally the fool, right? But it's like you're never going to know. It's going to be a process of just trial and error. And who knows, like maybe you will look foolish, but really that's just a judgment, which is right here in the future. Like don't judge yourself, right? It's just like you're just in this process of experimentation and trying and seeing what works and what doesn't work. And it's just allowing yourself to be fluid and ride the waves here, Pisces. Clarify the Nine of Wands in the challenge. You have the Six of Wands. You may not be believing fully that you'll be successful. Like there is a part of yourself that's like, you know, you'll be successful, but it's like, because it's not churning out in the way maybe that you would like, or maybe you're just, maybe it could just be your own limiting belief. Maybe like there's times where you're really positive and really optimistic. And then there's times where you're like, I don't know if this is the right thing, or I don't know where this is going, or I don't know if this is going to work. But the Fool card and the Seven of Swords is, again, it's like it's the process of experimentation. The Fool card's Uranus, Seven of Swords is Aquarius, Moon in Aquarius, and so you're just gonna have to just put yourself out there and put and take leaps of faith and try different things and be eclectic, be eccentric. Who knows? You know, the King of Swords and the Emperor. It's like you have the self-determination though, right, and the focus. Clarify the Three of Swords in the future. You have the Two of Cups here. I think one of my favorite quotes is like, at the heart of expectation is always, at the heart of disappointment is always expectation. So it's like, let's just say you do something or let's just say something doesn't turn out the way you thought it was going to turn out. Then it's kind of like, I feel like the universe and spirit is like kind of wanting you not to judge yourself off one thing, right? It could be like a failure, or maybe something didn't go according to plan, or maybe like, I don't know, maybe something just turned out to be a disappointment. It's like not judging yourself and making and defining yourself off of that one thing. Clarify the Judgment. You have the Three of Swords. I think this is also about self-forgiving, like forgiving yourself and accepting possibly like failure, or accepting that disappointment is going to be a part of the process here. Clarify the Three of Wands. You have the King of Cups. I think everything's going to be for your highest good anyways. It's like it's helping you like mature and become more mature through the process, right? King of Cups, Three of Wands. It's like you're very solely focused on what you're moving forward with. You're devoted to it unconditionally. And a lot of you, it's like, I feel like you're trying to like do everything and anything you can to like continue to move forward. But I just think this is saying like to forgive yourself if like you failed in the past, or maybe it's like something that turned out the way you wanted it to, or maybe it was a disappointment, or maybe it's just like your own attitude. Maybe it can be self-defeating sometimes. It's just like giving yourself the grace, King of Cups and the Three of Wands, to just continue to move forward and understand that you're not perfect. Understand that, you know, there are things possibly that you're going to have to learn, and that's the reality of it. But whatever it is like you'll be able to get through it if you're willing to be open. Yeah, I see eventually the Magician, Two of Pentacles, the Empress. You'll find the right balance here. You'll find the right like process of work here with the Magician, Two of Pentacles. You'll find the right like skills with the Magician, knowledge, and you'll figure out like how to channel something and be fluid with something, or put something together here that is prosperous and that makes you feel good. It's interesting, this card goes 1, 2, 3. That's interesting. Or the cards go 1, 2, 3, like in the numbers. The Magician's 1, then 2, then 3. It's like a sequence of events. It's like you're finding the flow with certain sequences of events, or certain sequences here, or something like that. Interesting. The Judgment card too is all about second chances. It's like giving yourself second chances. Like maybe you feel like if something didn't work out the first time, it's like try again. Like, you know what I mean? It's like giving yourself unlimited chances here. So he pulled this Detox card. It says repairing the mind, body, and spirit, or body, mind, and spirit. So if you need time to just cultivate something or think, you know, the Hermit deals with solitude, needing solitude to figure out how one can solve a problem. You have this 11th house that says community. So I feel like there is an emphasis with this North Node about you really wanting to be of service, right, to a community and be a part of the world or be a part of something that's bigger than yourself. And you pulled this honeybee again, it says community. So I see some of you like switching communities, or like maybe it's like you're being drawn to a certain type of community. With this waves card, it's like you're being pushed to a certain type of community here. So that's what I got for you, Pisces. I'm gonna leave your reading here. I appreciate y'all for watching. Hope this gave you some clarity and some insight. If you want to book a personal reading with me, that link will be down below in the description. Of course, the readings are on sale. If you click that link, all the details will be there. If you liked the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Also subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Click the notification bell. Otherwise than that, Pisces, I will talk to you in the next video.